They started to shoot with heavy gun. I was there. I am the witness. The people were waiting to go the inside of these warehouses to find their beloved and the killed body. They should go there and find it. I saw two or three trucks that they were in the queue to uh, to unload the bodies.
That's testimony from an eyewitness who recently left Iran, the horrors that he saw firsthand as the regime unleashed a brutality like none seen before. At least 12,000 people killed in just 2 days.
But duty to be a voice of my people, my family, and to show the whole world that what is going on there.
I'm Negar Moshehedi, and this is Eye for Iran.
That shocking footage and testimony was aired recently on Iran International, and it must reach as many people as possible. I'm Vivian Berkovich, former Canadian ambassador to Israel. Let's do this. On Thursday, we published a short podcast focusing on events inside the Islamic Republic of Iran. Our guest that day on State of Tel Aviv and Beyond was Iran International correspondent Negar Moshehedi. Negar told us about an Instagram post during the interview that was really very disturbing. It was an eyewitness report from a man who had been visiting family in Iran when the protests began. Shortly after speaking with us, Moshehedi made direct contact with the man who had posted on Instagram. He did manage to leave Iran last week. His flight back to his home in Berlin had been canceled, but there were still a few airlines flying, and he managed to get a seat on one, for a small fortune, of course. Once safe in Berlin, he spoke at length with Moshehedi. His identity is obscured for obvious reasons. His English is good, but requires concentration on the listener's part. His testimony must be heard by the world. With the permission of Iran International, we bring you this historically important interview, first aired on Friday.
Kiarash, welcome. It means so much to have you here. You're opening up about something so traumatic to get out your message to the world. You were there in Iran at the height of the repression during the digital blackout. Tell us what you witnessed.
Yeah, thank you for having me here. It's my duty to be a voice of my people, my family, and to show the whole world that what is going on there, because no one knows what is exactly going on there in the streets, and what are the people thinking, and what are they hoping for. These days are so horrifying, and my heart is exploding every single minute. And I just heard that 1 hour ago, a friend of mine he was killed yesterday, and yeah, that comes in my. But what I've seen in Tehran, that it is it's not stoppable to for, to we can't stop this regime to killing the people. They're not talking with us. They're just killing
Sorry.
from the first moments that on 8th of January, which Shahzad Pahlavi, you call the people, they started to shoot with heavy gun. I was there. I am the witness with heavy gun, and they were prepared for that. Let me tell you that what I've saw in Beis Zahra in the main cemetery there, that I
Yes, you were
saw
there. You were burying your friend who died, who was
yeah
killed.
yeah, that a woman a proud woman. She was 41-year-old with two children, and she was hit it in Punak in the neck, and yeah, she was in hospital for one night, and at Saturday we find it that she's dead, and we went to the main cemetery in Tehran because she was in hospital. It's a rule that anyone who died in hospital, they should go there. We don't know that. Whoever is killed in the streets and in the police stations, what would happen with them? But in the hospital, they should go directly to the main cemetery for this washing ritual, Muslim things and Ghasal Khana. And yeah, so we went there. At the entrance, there were many security guards, and we parked a car, and we went uh, to this Ghasal Khana, the men washing, the body washing hall. And I saw for the first time, I saw two warehouses, which was pretty new for me. And I saw a long queue that in which the people were waiting for to go the inside of these warehouses to find their beloved and the killed body. They should go there and find it. And anyway, we could see what is inside because the door was there big, and I went there. I approached the door, and it was I saw uh, two layers of dead bodies in
Ugh.
black zippers. And I used to work in a logistic company for 8 years, and I know about the dimensions in the warehouses. I know the trucks. I know the what does the 40 feet truck, what does it mean? How many kilos it can contain there? And I saw two in part of this some part of this warehouse, there were three layers of people, the dead
How
people
many dead
there.
bodies in this warehouse when you say 3
In
layers? How many?
yeah, in my eyes, in my calculation, minimum there there were 1,500 up to 2,000 something
Oh my
in
god.
each warehouse. There were two warehouses
2,500?
in each warehouse. I mean, that at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it is so important. And I saw two or three trucks that they were in the queue to uh, to unload the bodies, and that was continuously, Uh, so at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I saw like minimum 4,000 people, dead
God.
bodies. And oh yeah, and the other thing was that I saw they were throwing these bodies, and they were rolling the bodies there. That's why I'm telling you that there were two or three layers. And I saw small bags. I found it out that there are
Children?
children. There are many children. They were throwing the and the I was shaking. I was shaking. I tried to take some photo, and I took out my cell phone, mobile phone. Someone took my arm, and he said, "Don't you want to take a photo or a video?" I said, "No, I want to call my brother." And I said, "No, there's no telephone connection. Put it back, or we should go together." And I saw that the people and mothers, they were shouting, they were uh, uh, kicking themselves, and because of this acts of shooting and throwing the people when the crowds were more and more, they approached to the entrance and they breathed in. And I can't forget this uh, moment that a mother found uh, her boy, and she was alone. She was shouting that this is my boy. Don't touch him because
How old was the
in
boy?
uh, I don't know, but the point was that because there were um there were another body underneath, and when the other family, they couldn't find the beloved one. They should move the first body uh, and find bodies under the other one. And
Mm-hmm.
she was shouting that, this is my boy, this is my boy. Someone come and help me to move it to Qasr Khan to washing out. And and I didn't I just saw and I just read these things in Nazi in Holocaust things that
Yeah,
which uh is
of
here
course.
in Germany. And the security guards, they were just looking on our eyes. They didn't do anything. And well, anytime that I'm explaining, you my tears comes out, and my heart is breaking.
This is absolutely
Yeah.
heartbreaking. And you saw tell us what else you witnessed at Behesh Zahra, the cemetery. You saw tell us about the shooting. You described to me over the phone before we started recording about people dressed in chador
Yeah, this is
shooting at people.
after that. Yes, this thing is after that. We were the just I want uh, to have to go back to this point, which is so important, that at 1:30 in the afternoon, there were in my as there were like minimum 4,000 in both of them, minimum 4,000 in both, and in two warehouses. And when we were when we had to leave because we had half an hour to put the Nassim Puragai's body into the grave. And we had just half an hour to do the ritual things. And I saw, again, in my eyes, that the crowd was the triple, you know.
Wow.
And, and of course, the warehouse was feeding from the other door. It was loading from the other door, and when then you should just think how many people it comes, how many dead bodies comes and goes. I saw at 1 o'clock, 1:30 in the afternoon, like 4,000 people, and at 4 o'clock, of course, there were more and more. And that was for just 4 hours.
Yeah.
We had many days that they killed our people. It is we should calculate. We should think about it. That's why these numbers, even one is huge. Uh, yeah, we went back to the to Tehran, and that's like 4:30 in the afternoon, and or 5, I don't know, I can't remember because we were so shocked. And yeah, after like 6 and 6:30, I left my family and I went to Sadat with my friends, and then about 8 o'clock, everything was disconnected, and then again I could hear the shooting things from the north of the Carter Square in Salatobad, and suddenly I saw someone with chador with the black uh, long
Covering.
shawl covering, yeah. He or she, I don't know. What was
Oh,
that? The passed away, passed me, and the and I've heard bang bang, pop 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 pop. That was the thing. Six times of silent shooting, and I saw in my eyes, I saw three people. They collapsed and they fell down just near me. Two girls and one boy, and one man. I mean,
just
yeah,
indiscriminately shooting at the crowd.
yeah, exactly. And I
It could have
shouted
been you.
exactly if he or she was left-handed, that could be me. And yeah, one shot in the foot, in the foot and leg, and the other one in the neck.
My God.
Wow.
One
How
shoot
can I?
in the neck and one in the leg.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And I shouted that he is killing us. I shout, and uh, he or she, it was that creature. I mean, yeah, it was so trained and so fast, and boom, boom, boom. She or he ran away, and yeah, we had to take care about these bodies, and the bloods of these three bodies were there, and we uh, moved them to the side streets, and I hope they're alive. I hope they are alive. Yeah,
My
that was
God.
the saddest day in my whole life. You know? I haven't seen anything like that. Anything like that. That's why I'm telling you that they will kill like 5 million people. It's not important for them.
Would you describe this
Uh,
as a genocide?
exactly. Yes. Yes. Of course. I've told you that I just saw that picture when they were throwing out the bodies in Behersara in the cemetery. It was the same picture which we have here in Berlin, that they were throwing the Jewish people from the wagons in Holocaust. Sorry.
And
And
now it's
yeah,
happening to our people.
exactly. It's now happening there. And we should. This is my duty, as this is my responsibility to talk and to talk and to say every time I will cry. And but I should say, what is happening? What is happening? And what should we be aware of? And uh, and the governments shouldn't work with this regime because they're killing their own people. How we can why we are working with them?
And not only that, you're going to have next month, the foreign minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, has been invited to the Munich Security
Yeah,
Conference, right in your country of Germany.
exactly. Yeah. They shouldn't be recognized and resetting anything because they're the liars. They're 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 killing the people, their own people. So what the other countries are thinking for, and are they in they helping, and their hands are in the blood as well, or what? It is so important uh, to clarify, to crystallize that what is happening there.
And already you've lost so many friends who have been killed.
Yes, 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 yes. And and um, now and the news will come later and later. And many friends of mine and many friends of my friends that they're lost. You know, it we don't know where are they. It is the other thing. As long as this system and this regime is working, nothing will be uh, changed, and the region is still like that. Yeah.
And what is your message to the world?
Uh, uh, the message to the world is to not to at first uh, not to work with this regime and close the embassies there because isolate this regime. At least this is the uh, it is the smallest thing that they can do, and they don't recognize that because the history will be will not forget them because
Yes,
they
never.
had
And
yeah.
how did you after everything you've witnessed, after everything you've been through and all this trauma, how did you get out of Iran?
I changed my flight from because Turkish airline was they canceled my flight, and I bought another one which was so expensive anyway, but I had to come out because I had to work here. I'm living here. Yep,
When did you leave?
and Sunday.
On Sunday, so very recently. And how
Yeah,
are you coping? I mean, this is not easy. You have witnessed, like you said, something like a Holocaust, and now here you are
yeah.
speaking out and doing your part to fight this as best you can. But obviously, you have been through so much trauma. Tell me how you're feeling.
I feel not good after all, but fortunately, I had a course, a certification from Bielefeld University for trauma therapy. I didn't know that I should use it for myself, trauma
Okay.
therapy, and now I'm using for myself. With writing and speaking, I bought many flowers for myself today to just see it because I'm totally alone here right now. And yeah, and um, yeah, we have to, and these things that if I know if I recognize something like the duty for myself to the like talking to you that you can help me to be the voice of my people to show what is going on. That makes me better. I feel better, and we can put our hands together uh, to do something. It's the best thing that makes me happy, and that's uh, that my heart is will come together from this broken heart which I have right now.
Of course, and we're all in this together, and all
Yeah,
of us
yeah.
have to do our part and use our voice in whatever form and whatever capacity we can. Thank you so much, Kiarash. This means
Thank
so
you.
much.
It's my pleasure. It's my duty and my responsibility, and I hope the next time we are talking about anything is it will be better. It should be peace and love and dancing and yeah, yeah.
May we see
The
light again.
future, of course, of
May we
course.
see light again.
Of
Thank
course, we
you.
will see.
Over the last few days, information has become even more scarce. Reliable reports and video footage tell and show of a total military crackdown. Vehicles, armed men everywhere. Anyone who dares to go outside risks being shot. Over the weekend, reports trickled out that the regime intends to permanently sever all internet connections between the Iranian people and the outside world. Specially trained operatives are locating individual Starlink satellite dishes in order to remove the last opportunity that the people have to communicate with the world. Numerous reports have stated that Qatar told President Trump that the Al Udeid airbase, situated in Qatar, may not be used to launch any attack on Iran. This is an American airbase, and the audacity of this position, if true, is staggering. Without the U.S. military presence, Qatar is defenseless. The Sunni Gulf Arab nations loathe Qatar. Its allies in the region are Iran, terrorists further away like Hamas, Hezbollah, and the Houthis. People often refer to the Qatari role in the Middle East as being complex. It is actually anything but. Qatar is an extremist terror-aligned nation that bribes the world with money. It is firmly opposed to Western liberal values and supports Islamist terror. There is nothing complicated about that. In the meantime, the United States has directed 2 warships to deploy to the Middle East, which will take another 7 to 10 days to arrive. Here is a brief look at one of these warships and the massive power it brings.
All eyes are on America's powerful warship, USS Abraham Lincoln, as it reroutes and heads towards the Middle East. The nuclear-powered aircraft carrier is one of the largest and most powerful warships operated by the United States. Its deployment to the region is being seen as a possible signal that Washington is preparing for military action against Iran. USS Abraham Lincoln, also known as CVN-72, is a Nimitz-class aircraft carrier commissioned in 1992. It acts as a mobile airbase, carrying nearly 90 aircraft and a crew of more than 5,000 personnel. Named after America's 16th president, the carrier functions as a floating airport, capable of launching multiple aircraft every minute. It can carry out airstrikes against targets on land, at sea, and in the air. As a nuclear-powered vessel, USS Abraham Lincoln is designed to operate for decades without refueling and to project U.S. military power far from American shores. It typically sails with a carrier strike group that includes destroyers, cruisers, and support ships capable of launching missiles and defending the fleet.
Once the Lincoln and a second warship are in the region, the American scope of action will be unfettered by Qatari diktats. We will, of course, stay on top of all of these developments. Thanks to Iran International for this excellent footage, and kudos to Negar Mojtahedi for her superb reporting. And to all of you, thanks for being here. Until next time. We love hearing from you, so please comment on our website, stateoftelaviv.com, or send us a note to vivian@stateoftelaviv.com. That's VIVIAN @stateoftelaviv.com. And if you go to our website, stateoftelaviv.com, you can find the subscribe button and take it from there. Hope that you do that. On behalf of the State of Tel Aviv core team, Jan Zabo, our creative, graphic, visual, and marketing man, Amir White, producer and editor extraordinaire, sound guy, who is also impressively patient with me and my boomer tech deficiencies, and our social media manager who pitches in on everything. Thank you, Maya Naftalin. Thanks to the team, and thank you, listeners, for being here. Until next time, stay safe.